Hey guys, it is starting to feel like fall. It's still warm, but there's definitely that different feeling in the air. It's only in the 70s, so I guess that's not that warm to some of you. But it's feeling good, and we've got pumpkins to harvest. We've got, I think, quite a few. I don't know, a lot of them are in weeds and under vines and meandering throughout the vegetable garden. I'm gonna try to, as I harvest them, tell you what varieties they are. I have quite a few in here. I got them all from Blue Pumpkin Seed Company. And ironically, and I love that company, by the way, because it's a small business, family business. I'll leave a link below. But ironically, I didn't get any blue pumpkins this year. I think I planted one or two, but something happened. Anyway, I'll go through and harvest these, and then I'll put the names on the screen so you guys can see them in case you want to make note for next year. How you know a pumpkin is ripe on most of them. This one looks a little bit different, but the rind will be hard. Like you can't push your nail in very easily and make a dent. The stem will have changed color. So it's either going to be a super dark green or it's going to look brown. And that's pretty much it. Then I'll kind of pull all the vines out and see if we can get the vegetable garden looking a little nicer. This is definitely the biggest one. Probably the biggest one I've ever had. Ugh. It looks like my root knot nematode issue is spreading. Take a look at these roots. That is a root that has been completely misshapen by root knot nematodes. Kind of starts out looking like this, but that's as bad as I've ever seen it. It didn't affect the plant too much. It gave us a big pumpkin, but I'm gonna have to do something about that in the spring. Probably some beneficial nematodes to counteract. Anyway, keep going. Where's all the tags? Look what I found hidden down in the Bermuda grass. Hope there's no snakes also hidden in here. Hey, that's kind of bluish. I found a blue one over here on the stairs. It's not quite ripe yet. There's one. Look at this one. It just grew in between the stairs. What am I gonna do? Oh gosh, it's actually completely stuck. It's wedged in there. Great. I'm putting up another security camera today from Reolink. And I love the Reolink cameras for many reasons. Number one, they have solar versions, meaning I don't have to run electricity to wherever I put these. All I have to do is put the solar panel that comes with it next to it or somewhere near it with a cord attached, and I've got 24/7 power. Another great thing is how easy these cameras are to install. Already done. It took me and my friend Joel 20 minutes, give or take a couple minutes, to put the 2 corral cameras in. And this one, I was working by myself, so it took me 20 minutes to put this one in. So it's super easy, almost plug and play. The cameras themselves are 4K, full color. They have night vision, they have great sound, so at any time I can pull them up on my phone, see and hear what's going on. I can also, from my phone, move the camera in any direction that I want to get a better look at the location. They also have memory cards so that I can go back in my phone and look at video from weeks to months ago. The cameras down at the corral have been up for 4 months now, and we haven't had so much as a hiccup. Not even in the Wi-Fi, which down there, the Wi-Fi is always spotty, and we've never had one issue with these cameras. So I'm gonna leave a link down below, and if you've been looking for security cameras for your home or office, I will tell you right now, these are a good investment. Wow, that's a strong pumpkin. Guess I'll just let it rot there. I know that I had a label on every single one of these plants, and now I can't find most of them. All right, I'm kind of happy with that. A few more bright orange or pink or blue would actually do a lot here. So I'm probably gonna end up buying a few to put there. The ones that were here, there were 11 initially that came up volunteer. Well, one vine that had 11 pumpkins on it. And there was a lot of green on some of them still. But again, it's volunteer, so you don't know what variety. It could be a mix. Maybe they'll never get fully orange. You just don't know. But I was waiting for them to get fully orange, and I hadn't realized that I waited a little long on some of them. Some of them were eaten, some of them just cracked open. I mean, even this one that wasn't totally orange cracked open. So I lost a little less than half of the 11 that were here. There are still about 8 pumpkins in the vegetable garden, including the one blue one that's over on the stairs. Probably a couple weeks left on that. While we're in that same family, I do have some watermelon I'm looking forward to harvesting this year. If you've been with me a while, you know I've never been able to get a real tasty, sweet watermelon. They've always been light pink inside and bland. What I'm gonna do when I see the signs of these being ripe is I'm gonna turn off the water to the bed, and that'll help hopefully concentrate the sugars, and we'll just see. If I don't get it this time, guys, I don't know if I'll try them again. Yeah, I probably will. I'm a glutton for punishment that way. Little update on some previous videos. And yes, I'm getting back into painting. The lavender cuttings we took, most of them still look good. Some are a little bit limp. You never know why. I'm wondering if these are getting a little too much water. I might take them off of the self-watering. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. And then some of our seedlings have germinated, so I took the humidity domes off. We've got the bachelor buttons. What's this? And a nodding catchfly. So fall is well and truly here. And just to finish this video off, Emily is actually in the kitchen celebrating the pumpkin harvest with making pumpkin muffins. So we'll go in there and take a look at that. It's none that we harvested, it's actually canned pumpkin, and she's gonna leave a link to the recipe in the video, in the description below the video.